Thank you for joining us at KCTV English News. I'm Angel Kim. The provincial government announced that with the stabilization of the COVID-19 virus on the island, various events that had been suspended will be resumed with the highest measures of precaution. Large-scale events will be held after consultation with the District Health Center and by establishing preventative measures such as temperature checks and provision of quarantine supplies. The local residents committee, the Council of Village Leaders, and the civil society movement will promote the consumption of goods. Around 490 senior citizens facilities, including the Senior Citizens Center and the Senior Citizens Welfare Center, will also resume operations. Free lunch facilities that had been replaced with the distribution of bread, milk, and lunch boxes will also be normalized. The tourism industry is beginning to show small signs of recovery. The number of domestic tourists to the island has recovered since the figures declined sharply due to COVID-19. According to a statement released by the province, 26,000 people traveled to Jeju on the 16th, which is a 27% decrease compared to the same period last year. However, this is an improvement as the rate of decrease has been 45% on average after the outbreak. It is the first time the rate fell below 30%. The seat occupancy rate on flights to Jeju increased from 50% to 80% during the last weekend, showing a sign of recovery. We are glad to finally hear some good news since the outbreak. Representative Oh Young-hoon of the Democratic Party of Korea held a press conference at his election camp in Jeju City on the morning of the 17th and announced his bid for re-election at the April 15th National Assembly elections. During the meeting, Oh stressed that Jeju needs someone who can firmly communicate with the central government for the change and future of Jeju Island. As a representative of the island, Oh promised to lead the change in order to create a society with equal opportunities. He also presented 5 new major policies for Jeju. Colorless plastic PET bottles will be disposed of separately from colored bottles starting next month. The Ministry of Environment recently selected 5 local governments nationwide, including Jeju, as pilot areas for testing the separate disposal of colorless plastic bottles. Jeju Island will install a collection box at the Recycling Help Center and carry out a pilot project for large apartment complexes that are willing to participate. Although the recycling rate of PET bottles in Korea is high at 80%, all plastics are recycled together, which causes a low-quality plastic to be manufactured. Thus, the nation imports 22,000 tons of PET plastics per year to maintain quality. The power generation project managed by the Jeju Environmental Resource Circulation Center will officially begin. The province recently announced that administrative procedures for the sale of electricity have been completed in cooperation with the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy and the Korea Electric Power Exchange. The waste heat generated by incinerating combustible waste will be used to generate electricity and is expected to produce 90,000 megawatt hours a year by burning 500 tons of waste a day. The project is forecasted to make a profit of 10 billion won. All public schools in Jeju will have their own gym facilities by the year 2024. As school gyms provide a venue for area residents to gather for sports activities, the project is expected to have a significant effect on local communities. Mike Belfour reports.
Among 191 local schools, 24 don't have a gym on their grounds. Those schools will have a new gym by the year 2024. Jeju Province will fund the Provincial Educational Office for the construction. 36.3 billion won of the provincial office's budget will be spent by 2024. This year, 2.9 billion won will be allotted for 11 schools, including Sage Elementary School, Gumak Elementary School, and Awol Middle School. Beginning next year, the remaining schools will be funded based on the conditions of each school, taking regional balance in consideration. The province has funded construction of school gyms since 2007 as part of its midterm plan for sports facility development. 47.2 billion won has been spent through 2019 for the construction at 61 schools. The need for school gyms has recently been highlighted for environmental reasons, including PM dust issues. Residents of rural areas have strongly demanded the construction, as such facilities can be used for community events and sports activities. The provincial office is planning to build gyms that will benefit the daily life of both students and area residents. When the construction project is completed as planned, Jeju will be the first province in Korea where every school has a gym. Meanwhile, some point out that the province should have additional plans for safety and maintenance of school gyms and for the best use of the facilities. Mike Balfour, KCTV.
Come and enjoy a digital art exhibition of a fairy tale. Huedi Natural Park is showcasing plum blossom flowers. Enjoy a unique and modern take on the works of Van Gogh at the Bunker de Lumière. Korean and international movies are being screened for free at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Saturday at the Jeju Movie Culture and Arts Center in Tapdong. The popular and comedic performance of the Jeju Nanta Company is staged daily at 5 p.m. at the Nanta Theater in Jeju City. Taking a look at our weather, looks like the day will start off sunny with clouds settling in by the afternoon. For the details, here's your forecast. The morning low in Jeju City will be 3 and the afternoon high 10 degrees. Down south in Seogwipo, temperatures will fall between 4 and 12. The low before lunch in Seongsan will be 3 and the high in the afternoon 11 degrees. Across the island in Kosan, a low of 4 in the morning, warming up to a high of 11 degrees. Up on the mountain at Songpanak, the morning low is at -3 degrees, topping off at 5 degrees in the afternoon. Out on the water, winds will be out of the northwest and north at a speed of 8 to 13 meters per second and waves between 1 and 2.5 meters. Here's what's coming up. Thank you for joining us today at KCTV English News. You can follow us on YouTube at KCTV E! News Jeju and on KCTV's VOD service. Take care.